Meeting comes to order. Is there any additions or corrections to the agenda? Not, it'll stand. There's no additions or corrections to the April 10th meeting minutes. Those will stand. They'll be on file, clerk and recorder's office, and on file. Public comment. I got it. Okay. Please announce who you are.
Brandon Burial, Lewistown. I just had a question. Put some money on an inmate's books last June. And I was in contact with him afterwards. He said he never received the funds while he was an inmate at the Curtis County Jail. And I don't really know what to make of it. I did get a receipt from the person on the other side of the glass, one of the jailers. I got a receipt from that person. But it's kind of a mystery, you know, whether I was receiving truth from him or wasn't. I was wondering, is there a process for verifying whether or not the inmate got the funds or not? That's kind of my question.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Elaborate on that?
You can if you like.
Yes, I'm Ryan, Berks County Sheriff. Just want to fill Mr. Barry Alt in the process. Typically, somebody wants to put inmate funds on, or put funds on inmates' books at our jail. They can do it at our window. They receive a paper receipt signed by whoever takes the money on. And then also there's a secondary receipt that's provided that shows that it went on the actual account for that specific inmate. So if you have the name of that individual, we can provide the documentation for that individual. So,
Even though it happened last June?
yep. Okay. So we can provide that if need be. So
Yeah, thank you.
just contact our office and we'll do it.
Good, thanks.
Yep.
Any other comment, public comment?
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I did get the privilege of being a Fergus County jail inmate last June for about a day and a half, and I noticed that the meals that I was trying to see where they originated from, who was the manufacturer, or any kind of information I could find out, and the Chinese symbols I wasn't able to read because I don't know Chinese. And I noticed too that the inmates felt like they were eating something that was possibly going to harm them, but the alternative wasn't too good either. And so it just raised some concerns. I think I was offered maybe 4 meals and I skipped 2 of them. But, you know, it just struck me as odd that, you know, they seemed like they were imported. And the reason I say that is because they have Chinese symbols on it, and that caused some concerns. I don't know if that means it didn't have to go through the same regulatory agencies and it said for institutional use only, which told me too that maybe that it's not up to a certain standard other than for institutional use only. So I had a concern with the meals, and that's my final comment. Thank you very much.
All right, you bet.
May I elaborate?
Go for it.
My name is Guy Stefani. I am the Chief Detention Officer of the Fergus County Jail. So, first things first, I would like to elaborate that no, these meals are not imported. There is not Chinese writing on this because they come from the great state of California from a company called Silver Foods. Silver Foods shipped these meals to several facilities across the state of California and several other facilities in Montana. I have not heard a single facility raise any form of complaint of quality, nutrition, or just the amount for the quantity. These meals give you vegetables, protein, carbs, healthy nutrition, and you kind of have to substitute carbs and stuff like that. For example, for me, I anticipate an inmate complaint of a poor value. Based off of my research, my minimum that I have to give is somewhere between, for a male, 2,000 to 2,200. I aim for at least 2,400 on my lowest caloric items, meaning The very least I can give an inmate is 2,400. So therefore, I am probably at 26 or 28 the given day. So on that basis, Mr. Burial mentioned he had been an inmate of mine for a short term. I have given him my entire set of menus for the whole year I've been appointed as chief. All the caloric value that comes with that and my substitution and how I rotate it. Because in the past, meal rotations were not a common thing. However, I have tried to make it to where it is at least rotated 3 times a year, and I would like to get it to where it's quarterly. Not just for inmate complaints, but so it is not routine. Eating the same thing while not being feasible to make somebody something different 30 times a day, I find it difficult to store 30 different meals a month on the taxpayer's dime versus storage. So we do what we can while keeping it fresh, nutritional, and calorically efficient.
Okay. Okay. Any other comments? If not, we don't have any bid openings, personnel announcements. Still looking for that planner. Sheriff's office is looking for a civil clerk, permanent part-time. Road department has a bridge and gravel crew, permanent full-time. Weed department, we've got permanent full-time coordinator, seasonal quarter-time weed coordinator, and short-term full-time weed sprayers. Else?
A deputy.
Oh, yes, the deputy for the sheriff department, permanent full-time. Okay. Announcements and reports. I just came back from Area 2, Council on Aging, and everything is always.
I'll
Alright.
say the PAC team is up and running with one admission working on the second. I emailed Janelle just today to make sure she had Carmen's email and the ER's email to send them the list of clients. And I am planning on going to Colstrip, May 2nd to listen to their presentation on, and their public hearings on the, Anyway, the small nuclear, there's the word I needed. The micro nuclear sites, so.
Okay. All right. Discussion action items. We have April 24th, 2025 claims. It would be a pleasure.
I'll move to accept the 24.
Then move. There's a second.
Second,
And second, discussion. All in favor? Opposed? All right, claims are approved. We have appointments. We have one appointment today, which is Luke Brandon to the Fergus County Recreation District. Kelly Comer had vacated that particular position, and Luke put in an application for it. And, but his term won't start until June 1st. That would be the end of Kelly's term, so. Would be a pleasure.
I move to approve Luke Brandon for the Fergus County Recreation District with the term beginning June 1, 2025.
Second?
Second.
All right, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, Luke has been appointed. This might fall under announcements, I suppose, reports. We did have a meeting of the rec district a week or so ago. And we were kind of talking about the follow-up on the new snack shack / I don't know, bathrooms and such, locker rooms down at the swimming pool and beside the hockey rink, and it's going well. They have, I think, the concrete's down. They've got people lined up to, put that building up this summer. And the rec district had approved $100,000 towards that project, I think 2 years ago. Used 25,000 of it so far. It may end up being a little more than that in the end. And so we'll see with the rec district if they end up picking up the difference. But I just want to say that it's a extremely reasonable price considering everybody's volunteering time and materials and all kinds of things. So it's a pretty good investment for the rec district. Fits with the plan to utilize the extra dollars from that levy, either for the civic center or the pool. So this fits in the side of the pool. So anyway. Any other public comment on non-agenda items? The opportunity. Not, next meeting, May 9th at 2 o'clock, May 21st at 5:15, May 27th at 2 p.m. Meeting adjourned. Okay.